Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. So today I've got a little bit of a follow-up video to my video from yesterday where I talked about the new Batman Superman series that's been announced. So a big part of that series coming into fruition is that the Batman Who Laughs miniseries by Scott Snyder and Jock set into place a lot of things and story elements that series is going to be taking off from. So the way this connects in is that the Batman Who Laughs miniseries is going to have a 7th issue. So that's really interesting because they announced that it would have a 7th issue and wasn't going to be ending at issue 6 as was originally planned. They announced that right around the same time that they announced the new Batman Superman series. And the writer for that series, Joshua Williamson, talked about quite a bit how it ties into the Batman Who Laughs miniseries and how Batman and Superman are going to have to be actually dealing with the Batman Who Laughs and investigating his plan, which is pretty interesting, and I actually talked about in my last-ish video, so I'll have a link to that in the description box. But what's really revealing to me is that they decided to have a 7th issue. That probably means that they needed to kind of expand a little bit to build into the new Batman Superman series. One thing about that though, I actually think that's really good. They aren't just going to jump straight into it. They're actually giving Scott Snyder the space to write what he wants. I mean, just from a financial standpoint, that's really wise. Aside from Detective Comics 1000, Batman Who Laughs has been really the best consistent seller, especially consistently from DC. I know the first issue and the second issue as well both did well over 100,000. So he's doing really well with that series, and it makes a lot of sense that DC would give it a 7th issue. Although 7 is a little odd for a series. I guess they could just have a really thick trade back when it comes out, but I think that's actually a really cool thing, and the art from Jock has just been phenomenal. I did get issue number 2, which I did a review of, so I'll toss a link to that in the description box too. I talk a lot about the first issue and the Batman Who Laughs himself and kind of explain a little of who he is, so if you don't know too much about him as a villain, definitely check that out. I personally think he's really interesting. At first I wasn't too hyped about him because, I mean, he kind of looks like Death from Judge Dredd, and I was just like, another like dark evil character. But when it's a villain, like, it's okay, they can be dark and evil, right? Like, that's fine. What I'm a little tired of is heroes turning dark and evil, which is actually some of the story elements in this upcoming Batman Superman series. So we're gonna have to see how that works out. I'm a little interested to see, at least in that one, it sounds like, from what Joshua Williamson said, the heroes in that are corrupted by the Batman Who Laughs. So it's not like they're just being evil for no reason. In any case, though, I'm just gonna have to wait and see. So it's really interesting the way things have been continuing. It's kind of like the Scott Snyder universe right now, because you've got the Dark Knight's Metal and Justice League and Batman Who Laughs and now Batman Superman. Even though he's not writing that one, it's definitely very influenced by him. So I'm just hyped for that series. I did get some comments about Joshua Williamson's writing on Flash. Some people liked it and some people didn't. So I kind of be curious to see what you guys think down below. Oh, I did want to include this too. So Scott Snyder himself talked just a tiny bit on Twitter about this series getting an extension. He said, with Batman Who Laughs, very excited that they're giving us a 7th issue to finish the series right. As for why, this one's completely on me. Bottom line, this series is something I want to stand with my best. And it does go on, but I guess the rest of the tweets cut off probably because he didn't have enough characters. In any case, he's taken the blame for there being a 7th issue, which is perfectly understandable. It's really encouraging though, honestly, because it shows that the writer was the one that wanted to have more to say. It wasn't forced on him by editorial or something like that, or just to sell more units. Because like I said, Batman Who Laughs is definitely one of their best properties and definitely selling the best. So, in some ways it's looking up for DC, but in other ways it's not. You know, I am still concerned about all the delays and other things and some of the people they've brought in, but overall, things like Batman Who Laughs miniseries, and I'm really hoping Batman Superman, and some of the other series like Shazam's been really good, and stuff like that. So I'm hopeful we're on the right track, at least in some regard. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. That's really the most important thing right now. Give it a like if you want. That actually helps rank up videos. You know, it does actually make a difference on YouTube if you give something a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It does affect the algorithm, which a lot of people don't believe. They don't think it matters, but it definitely does. So anyways, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And as always, thank you for watching and being a part of DC Fans United.
End of line.